Okay, I'm back. So while I was away, I did a little bit of reading on the Resurrection Mech Serum. And there's some relatively bad news, I guess. From what I can tell, the main way that you get them is from quests. It's just like a random quest reward. In my previous playthrough that I did, I had one quest pop up that offered one of those things. I've only done the one full playthrough. I did another one before that, but it was short-lived because it was my first one, and it didn't go well. So, it seems to be a pretty uncommon quest reward, to say the least. The other way you get it, I thought it was from ancient sites, ancient complexes, like where I'm at now. But from what I gather, it's actually ancient dangers, not ancient complexes. The ancient dangers, I don't know if there's one on the map here. Just checking to see them. You can usually spot them because there'll be a section that will look just kind of like mountains, but instead of rough rock walls, it'll be stone walls. So it'll be like a building that you can't see into. Kind of like what's going on here, but the ones that I've seen are usually a little bit more irregularly shaped. So they don't always stand out as a building right away. So from what I gather, you can get them in those things. It's just uncommon. I don't know what the rules are for when those show up. I see them relatively often when I visit another tile. So I might still just work on clearing out these other ancient complexes that I have revealed and just hope that I run into an ancient danger there. And then maybe bounce around a little bit in like a forest area or grasslands area. Somewhere that doesn't have mountains so that it has a little bit more space on the ground to conceivably generate something like that. Those ancient dangers, as the name would imply, they are fairly dangerous. I've run into ones that are full of ancient soldiers, kind of like the same ones that you'd fight when you get the rare weapons, except without the super fancy weapon as a prize. They're just good fighters with actual armor and like proper guns and everything. And I've run into ones that have a whole bunch of like flesh beasts and abominations and stuff like that. And I've run into ones that are full of a bunch of like centipedes and like the high-end robots and stuff. So they are dangerous. Probably going to look around for a little while and see if I can find a serum, and maybe I'll get lucky with a quest. But there's a pretty good chance that Squirrel will just have to be permanently laid to rest somewhere. Probably not forever in the freezer, since that's important space. And it's just kind of sad to, to have her in there. I guess the upside of her being forever entombed in the freezer is that at least people can visit the grave. Whereas if I leave her, you know, if I build like a little mausoleum on some tile and then leave that tile, then I can never go back there. So I'll just have to play it by ear, I guess. Let's see, what Biscotti needs a new helmet, I think, or Margarita rather. I think I've already got a helmet made for her somewhere. Yeah, here we go. That one's brand new. So Margarita can just use that. That'll fix the tattered armor thing. And I think, oh, you know, I should probably let Sammy fill his meditation back up. In fact, see if I can throw a party and fill that up immediately. Be nice to get that psychic, what is it called? Word of Serenity for Larissa, since despite me saying, that's probably not necessary to have on both. If I had it on both, I would have been able to save Squirrel. Life comes at you fast. Death comes at you faster. Being prepared is not always easy. Okay. Unforgettable Nova Ray. Well, that should at least have filled up. Yeah, that filled up his Psi Focus, so that's good. Mal and the guest, Procus, fighting each other is kind of obnoxious, but not the end of the world. Let's get Sammy, Cornbread, since I do need a melee, and Cornbread's my only one now. Thorn, and Larissa. Go ahead and clear this facility. Unstable fuel nodes are always, yep, tricky. Because they tend to do that as soon as you get close to them. I'd like this door to stay open, I think, so that when this inevitably catches fire... Oh my god! I've never seen one explode that hard before. Usually it's like this big. Good lord. What's the damage? Some burns. Okay, not too bad. Good lord. Alright, well, everybody out, because that's going to get incredibly hot. I won't be able to put that fire out before it gets 5 bajillion degrees in there. I will put some amount of foam down. No, I shouldn't, because then I have to use all the rest of it up. Jesus. I will bust the wall open, because that will at least solve the heat problem in this room. I don't know how much that heat will spread. Yeah, see, as soon as you pop the wall open, this is no longer enclosed, so it just goes to the outdoors temperature. I'd like to save that. Maybe I can get some of these fires out. Cornbread. Since this isn't enclosed anymore, it should be safe for me to go in here. Some plasteel. Would like to have the plasteel. Plasteel is always nice to have, because it's pretty much always in high demand. I don't know if that heat will really get into this room. Hopefully with that foam down, the fire won't really be able to spread anywhere beyond just where it already is, and I don't really care about that. That damage was shockingly high. Well, something to remember for next time. You don't want to give that fire an inch, apparently. There's another godforsaken fuel node. I'll try. When they say unstable, they sure as fuck mean it, don't they? Let's just get clear of that door. See what horrors this one unleashes. They're just spicy fuel nodes this time, I guess. I don't think that fire is really going to be able to go anywhere beyond where it's already at. That's odd. Why can't I put the... Okay, well, I'll put the foam there, I guess. I don't know why it's not letting me put it on that one spot. Let's just want to stop this from spreading into the rest of the building. So I do have other stuff I'd like to look at in here. Oh, what's this? Oh, I'm not doing void research, so I don't really want a void research book that someone might just accidentally drive themselves insane by reading, because that's a thing. Just not much for me to gain from that. Oh, we got bugs. Let's just not go in there. I don't think there's really a reason for me to go in there. Nothing in that one. I do have a crate in this one at least, so this is probably worth grabbing. Bugs have nowhere to be. I could incendiary charge them, but I don't think it's going to be necessary. Infestation. I've changed my mind. Incendiary charge it is. Good berserk pulse. But that probably isn't a good idea since that went pretty poorly last time. There. Now I don't really care. If the bugs want to fight in there, they can fight in there. I'll fight out here. Since they're supposed to come up. I'd like to get that box. But I'll wait until after the bugs are done, and then I'll poke a hole in the wall and let all the heat out. Oh my god, that's getting bright. Yeah, I don't think this is going to go well for the bugs. No, we got a runner. Cornbread, don't let that thing get away. There we go. So now I'll have everybody just step outside, and I'll poke another hole in the wall. Probably should have done it in a more practical spot. Who else has foam left? Sam's got one foam left, so I definitely want to have him use his. Just to get that to reset. Larissa's got her full foam. I don't know if I'm going to need to use more, because I just want to clear the foam out that's immediately next to this box. Larissa, where the fuck are you going? Never mind, I guess I will use the foam, because Larissa's doing something stupid. There we go. Fuck it. Might as well put the rest of the fires out. I don't want that egg sac to be there. There we go. Alright, everybody. Undraft. Instead of eating meals here, probably would make sense to, I don't know, carry the meals. Or rather, go back to base and then eat the meals there. And then they're going to have to rest for a little while because they did get a little beat up. And that should conclude my reason to be here. I don't think there was anything else to mine in this spot. Assuming my steel's doing okay, which it is. Wouldn't mind grabbing some components. But I feel like the only place that there were components to mine, not really a very safe place to do so. So yeah, I think I'll just move on to my next location after everybody's back home and healed up. Bread, I'm going to have you help out a little bit here. Ooh, I don't know why Sammy is on industrial medicine. That's not supposed to be the case. Is anyone else on industrial? No, everyone else is fine. Good. Cornbread, I would like you to also tend to Thorn, since Thorn's a little beat up. Got plenty of food. We'll be able to shut this down now. And that, for that matter, because I believe everyone's still doing pretty good on clothing items. Whoops. Yeah. I could make a bunch of elephant hats or something. Because I do have a lot of elephant to spare at the moment. Oh, I should do some trading while I'm here, too. Marissa's got nothing else exciting going on at the moment. Oh, overmass. Probably all that elephant hide, because there's a shitload of it. Absolute shitload of it. The rice. Yeah, I think it legitimately is the elephant hide that's the main problem here, because that's a lot. Drop down to 1,000? Freeze up sunspoon. Good God! Alright, we're making hats, because I just need to get rid of some of it. It might be useful stuff, but it's too much. I guess we'd make a few shirts first. Let's do like 5 formal shirts. And 5 pants, just so I've got a buffer. And then I'll do 10 top hats. I don't know if I actually have enough to do that with the 1,000 that I dropped off. But it'll be a start. Let's see what they have for sale. Little World Medicine. Oh yeah, I definitely should do something with that Thrumbo fur. It's good stuff. A construction skill trainer wouldn't be bad to get. A shooting skill trainer would definitely not be bad to get. How much money do I have? I've only got 2 grand on me, but I do have a lot of stuff to sell. I'm gonna grab the shooting. I might grab the construction as well. We'll see. I can sell off some of these spare kidneys that I just keep finding lying around. Don't need that many of them. What were their skill trainers, or psi trainers? Smoke pop, solar pinhole. I don't really need solar pinhole. It's neat, but I haven't really run into a situation where I felt like I really needed that. Especially with my current guys, they're so cold resistant. that it just doesn't seem like it's going to come up very much. Sell off some of this old busted equipment. Oh, I actually need to sell off less, or, you know, I could buy that construction trainer. That's pretty good. Yeah, that'll work. And I think I can probably reach those other ones. I might need to refuel. Oh, who needs medical treatment? Social fight. Man, that guy's getting into a lot of trouble. What a pain. I'll just have Larissa come back. Because it looks like to hit these other guys, I'll need to do a second jump. And I'd rather do a second jump kind of in the middle. Back in the hospital again and beat up the doctor too. What a fool. Dingus. Now Thorn's gonna get that shooting trainer because that's gonna put Thorn's shooting skill in a really good spot. I'm probably gonna have Mal take the construction trainer. Because that will put her construction in a really good spot. Oh yeah, 19. In fact, there are a lot of trees here while everybody's healing up. Because old Procrocus over here is actually pretty beat up at this point. He needs to quit getting into fights with people who are pretty battle hardened at this point as well. I guess Mal's gonna be busy. She can't really do construction, but I do have more beds I could try to get up to legendary. Well, actually, less than I thought. I guess it's just the royal beds now that aren't legendary. And I would like to get those up, but that's going to be an expensive endeavor, to say the least. Each one of those beds costs 50 gold. And it takes a much, much longer time to build. Worthwhile, though. I think the beds... they have this... Where is it? Rest effectiveness, yeah. 160% for the legendary. For the masterwork bed, it's 131. And that's how quickly people rest while they're in that bed. So better beds means less time sleeping, more time awake, more time available to do stuff. Very much a worthwhile investment when it's an option. Imperial Trader. Oh, it's a trade ship. Larissa? What do we have? Circadian Assistant. Strictly speaking, I think Larissa could use this. The main downside from these things is vulnerability to EMP. If you get hit by EMP, it just straight up knocks you out cold. But Larissa already has a pilot assistant thing in her head, which has the same drawback. So if she's going to have a drawback, probably would make sense to just say fuck it and take full advantage of said drawback. It's not going to make her any more vulnerable to EMP, I don't think, at least. None of this other stuff is really jumping off the page to me, though. Well, I could grab that tech print and then just research being able to build those things. What else does that unlock? Acadian Half Cycler. Oh, right, this one you just don't sleep at all. But you take a permanent consciousness penalty. So you're not quite as effective at basically everything, but you can work 24/7. Not as into that one. I guess since it's just her that would be getting it, it probably makes more sense to actually just buy the thing. Rather than buy the tech print and then spend all the time researching the tech print and then building the thing myself. I'll get the tech print. Oh, let me make sure I don't already have it, actually. Because I have just researched stuff for the hell of it. Where is it? Circadian Influence. I don't have that one yet. I'll get it for the sake of completionism, basically. I guess you do get some amount of intelligence training just for applying the thing, so it's not a complete waste necessarily. Do need to turn this stuff on though. And then Larissa can pop out there and apply the thing before Margarita steals it. Masterwork formal shirt. There we go. Circadian Influence applied. And now just research it. Larissa will probably be able to bust that out pretty goddamn quickly. One of the other things that she has in her, for that same reason I was saying before, where, you know, if you have the vulnerability, you might as well take advantage of it. This neuro calculator thing, which makes her research speed even faster. And her intelligence is pretty high. Used to actually be higher. But it's been so long since I've had to research stuff that it's kind of dipped. I burned through all the research that I needed, or that was like remotely relevant, pretty quickly. And what? A mad muffalo. Oh, it's like a whole bunch of mad muffalo. That's fine. I'll just leave. I'm done here. Oh. He dropped his sword. I don't need to deal with Muffalo. There's no reason for me to be here anymore. Not that they're particularly threatening, necessarily. What's this one? Ancient Complex. Also Ancient Complex. Guess it doesn't really matter which one I'll grab. So I think they're both... Oh, this one's not in the mountains. Maybe this will have an Ancient Danger. I'll pop over there. Ancient Danger's the big one. I mean, a quest that just gives me the thing would be the big one, depending on the quest, I suppose. But the Ancient Dangers, or at least give me another way to potentially find that thing. And you know, since there's a pretty decent chance that Squirrel is gonna be gone for good, or at least gone for good enough that it will make sense to just let her go, probably should try to get another child going. It sucks, but it's the way it is. Rimworld's a harsh world. Well, at least this map is a lot more practical. Some components up there, close to the edge, but at least you don't have to, like, go around. More components. I'm okay with it. Ooh, some jade. Also okay with that. Jade doesn't come up mega often, but it is nice to have when you're trying to make something pretty. Shitload of steel. No Ancient Danger that I'm seeing. I wonder if they even can spawn in an Ancient Complex. I've never really paid attention to that. I'll set up shop thusly. And I'll put the little wings out like I tend to do. In fact, if I move up here a little bit more, like that, I'll just do one wing connecting that stuff, one that just goes out over here somewhere. That should work. And I'll just stick with steel. There's a lot of steel here if I need to get more. Oh, it's soft sand. I didn't notice that. You can't build on soft sand. Looks like it's okay on this side, though. So, I guess I'd want to go out to the end of those rocks, perhaps? What's the range of this thing? I'll go out to the end of that thing, which will be like... Oop, out here somewhere. That should work. And then steel door there. We'll get the mining orders in, so I can snap that stuff up really quickly. I can grab some of that steel if necessary. Probably won't be, but it's good to have the option. Yeah, it looks like everything else is steel. Silver looks very, very similar, so I usually like to try to click on it. Since depending on what rock it's embedded in, it can be pretty easy to mistake one for the other. That's looking fine though. Mal's still working away on that stuff. How's the meal situation looking? Actually, kind of not great. How'd I get so far behind on meals, I wonder? I guess Thorn is kind of the primary meal cooker. But Biscotti can do it too. I wonder what Biscotti was doing instead. Would be either hunting or art. The way this thing works, the number priority is the biggest determinator of what they'll prioritize. But beyond that, if you've got multiple of the same number, then left to right is the priority. So like for Biscotti, she's got a 2 in hunting and a 2 in art. She'll do hunting before she does art. But she'll also do hunting before she does construction, since 2 is lower than 3. Gotta love all those masterworks coming in. Speaking of which, I should have some other equipment to load up into the shuttle for the next trade. Yeah, that helmet that Margarita was wearing. Those are worth some amount of money. And also load up some of these clothes that are a little bit beat up. It's a shame you can't drag these categories to show a little bit more. Certainly, oop, not the unfinished one. Certainly do want to load up the top hats too. How is this going? Will she have enough? Which elephant is left? Yeah, that should be enough. Larissa do the trade run. I think there was some stuff in range. Yeah, up over here. Eclipse. Don't love eclipses. That's why I need to get that other grav core so I can have another power generator and be less affected by these eclipses. Got tech prints available. Water skip. I've never seen this one before. Once released, water skip. Douse a target area in water, extinguishing fires. That's pretty cool. That might be worth grabbing. Yeah, I'll grab those. They've got the foam, but, you know, if there's... if they've used their foam up, it's nice to have additional options. I'm curious to see how that works, too. Sell off that helmet. Formal shirts. Formal shirts are nice because, in addition to just being a quality shirt, when they're worn out, the Empire will still be willing to buy them, generally. Get rid of some of these top hats to get me back up into the silver positive. Ooh, very silver positive. That should work just fine. And I don't know if anything else here is going to be necessary. Because they both know Smoke Pop already. Think they both know Berserk already? I should probably check that while Larissa's here. How do I check that? Permits, bio, stats. Should be a list somewhere in here of all the... Oh, here we go. Don't know what this symbol looks like. I know they both have Berserk Pulse. I know that for sure. Word of Serenity, Word of Love, Blinding Pulse, Chunk Skip, Pain Block. Okay, Berserk Pulse is that one. Sammy does not have the single target Berserk. Alright, so I do want to grab that while I'm there. As I have seen, Berserk Pulse, while powerful, is also really fucking dangerous to your own guys. Means I should be able to sell off even more stuff here. Including a little bit more of my organ harvest. You guys want some lungs? Oh wait, never mind. I can't. Already made a purchase from these guys. Yeah. Give me that $17. Probably hit those guys as well. Time passes faster when it's not paused, as it happens. Get that Psy Trainer, the water skips, and Berserk. Sammy. Learn the water skip, then learn the Berserk. Oh, damn it. Somebody stashed the other one. I think that's it there on the shelf. Larissa, yes. And I think I'm going to just test that out in the morning. Oh, sorry if I... Oh, God. Still getting used to the microphone being so close. I don't know how long the gain's been turned. I must have bumped into the, the slider. So I apologize if it's been just like blasting you out of your chair this whole time. Transport pod. Oh, right, the eclipse. I forgot about the eclipse. I guess it's nighttime, so it's okay. Oh, they're from my allied faction. Which means I probably should save them. They're married to Purple Koala. Oh, busted spine. Rough. Let's see. I think cornbread's probably my best rescuer. How much time do they have to live? Oh. They're not even bleeding out. Cornbread, I did actually want you to go and rescue them. Oh. They just stood up on their own. Alright, well. That takes care of that, I guess. Why are you researching? That guy. He's the worst. I can see why everyone's starting a social fight with him. He's just kind of in the way. I'll grab Sammy. Oh. I guess it's 4 o'clock in the morning. People haven't had their breakfast yet. It does mean... Oh, is it Mal? Cousin once removed of cornbread. Cousin of crew member Mal. It's always a cousin of Mal. That's just how it is. Mal is like the most well-connected person on this entire godforsaken planet. Let's see if these guys have anything worth trading for and potentially any juicy rumors. A bunch of normal books. Actually, I have just the one. I can sell them alone. What's this one do again? Projects the user's mood into sphericals. Oh, right. It makes everyone around you feel as you are feeling, which can be good, or it can be bad. Sell off that old armor. Oh, man, I can't unless I buy something from them. They can't afford it. Do they have anything I want to buy? Not really. I guess I can get some Glitter World medicine. And then sell off that armor. Yeah, that works. Can I sell off these meals just to get them out of here? I'll give them to him as a gift. Just to clear the space. Oh, they don't appreciate it. Okay. That's weird. I've not seen that before. Here's some free food. Fuck you. Oh, you know what? It could be because they only eat higher end food. Maybe that was just not good enough for them. Oh, how is my battery looking? Battery's looking okay. This thing's going to be chewing through it fast. Those sun lamps take a huge amount of power. Everyone should be fueled up at this point on food. Yeah, it looks like it. So they should be good to go into that complex, but I'm going to take care of that complex in the next episode. So I'll see you guys in a bit.